Colon Cancer Awareness Month took center stage as OSF Healthcare and Rockford Gastroenterology Associates hosted an open house shining a spotlight on the importance of colon cancer screenings. With 50% of people not getting screened, the event served as a crucial reminder about the life-saving benefits of early detection. Attendees had the chance to speak with experts, ask questions, and learn about signs like changes in bowel habits and abdominal pain symptoms that could signal a need for screening. For those who missed the event, visit the Rockford GI website for more information.
So March is Colorectal Cancer Awareness Month, and what we want to do here with this colon is try to get the word out to our community that colon cancer is common and colon cancer is preventable. A high-quality colonoscopy can prevent the vast majority of colon cancers from ever happening because we can remove precancerous polyps before they become cancer.